voiceover dude here, and I have a tech tip for you on the Disco, and it's in reference to the air pump. You may get a check engine come on, and there's a code that's going to say air pump failure or mixture failure. I'm going to show you guys what it is, and it's usually a really easy fix, okay? Because remember, unfortunately on these guys, the hoses and the little plastic tubing will eventually, with time, like they'll just fall apart. They just get crystallized, okay? So I'm going to show you guys now what to look for, and it could possibly be just that. And you may end up saving yourself a lot of money not changing out the whole pump system, okay? So here you go. So what it is this is the air pump right here, okay? And this air pump, it works with the pollution control system. And these things are like completely, everything's hooked up into the control system. So one of the main culprits is this pipe right here, okay? And it travels from a manifold that goes into the exhaust system here, okay, where you see it goes into the manifolds, and then it goes into here and it feeds into it, and it's an air pump system. It's got different sensors in different areas. So this guy right here is one of your culprits. It tends to crack right around here, and if you can see right there, I've got taping around it, because in order to fix it, it's pretty easy. You just need, it's like a 3/4 inch hose, and it's gonna, you attach it from here, and then you're gonna have to remove a piece. Let me see if I can get to that piece down there. Okay. Trying to finagle around these tubes. Okay, right there. Okay, where I'm pointing at now, this piece right over here. Okay, that tends to crack right around there, and you'll get a leak, an air leak. Or you can get the hose and you just clamp it to that section there, piece of hose, and it's going to follow up this way, up into this area here, and then you clamp here. What I did was I put a clamp on the top there, as you can see, because that piece of hose was actually very brittle, so I just taped it for now. Okay, and then the other things are these tiny tubes right here, these little plastic tubes. They actually sell these in the auto parts, in advance discount. And then this is the other part here where it leaks. You can see I put a tie wrap, and I'm going to cut that guy off just to seal it right there so it doesn't leak. Okay, so I'm going to follow these tubes along, and you can see it's like spaghetti in there. They're like all over the place. So all these tubes are very brittle. This is the one that I showed you guys in reference to the leak for the radiator fluid, which went to a little piece down in here. Okay, that's on one of my other videos. But the other culprit here is right there. Okay, you'll see these tubes right here. You can see where I used a piece of tubing, and the tubing that'll work there is a piece of tubing from the windshield wipers. It's a very small tube. You can also get this in advanced auto parts or discount, any one of those. So these right here will leak. Okay, where I'm showing you with my finger. Okay, where it connects up into this valve, you'll see the tubing can crack there. So things to keep an eye out for. Yes, this tube right here, where you see I did a connector. Hard to get in there. This one right here, and the one next to it on this side, right over here. Okay, those right there broke because they were brittle. But I didn't change the whole hose because it has a bend to it, and that bend is kind of hard to do with the other hose. So I kind of left it at that. But these are the things to watch out for. And you can see where I marked them. You'll see 2 red dots there, and 2 red dots on this one, 3 red dots there, and then 3 red dots on the other side of this where it goes into the valve. Okay, this is the valve system here. So this valve system is all for the pollution control, and unfortunately this thing has sensors everywhere. So when you get a small leak right there, it'll just go crazy. Your car's gonna run like really bad. So these are things to watch out for. And don't freak out, it's not the air pump system. Because the first thing a lot of people do is they'll come over here and they'll change this guy out. They'll put a whole new pump in here, okay? And it's funny because when this thing starts off, it sounds like a vacuum cleaner. But it only runs for like a few seconds and then it shuts off when it stabilizes the air system. So again, don't switch this whole thing out. Don't rip it out because your car's gonna go nuts, okay? It's a very easy fix 99% of the time, and it's just these tubes, okay? They get a little bend or crack in them, or this big tube up here, which is like a feeder for it, this one here, and it's very easy. You just get a 3/4 inch heater hose and you connect it here and run it all the way down to this side right there, okay? And yeah, the only thing is getting this thing off here. You got to be careful because this gets extremely brittle, so you don't want to break this part. Doesn't matter because you have the yeah, that part doesn't matter because you have the steel tube right there. But on this side you have like a plastic fitting. Gosh, it's hard to get in there, all these tubes. All right, on this side you have a plastic fitting right there. That's like a corner piece. All right, that piece right down there. Okay, it's hard to maneuver, but that corner piece right there. You want to be careful not to break that. That will cause you problems, right? So basically, that's about it. And that's going to help you with a lot of headaches and a big cost in reference to getting this thing fixed. Okay, so that's another tech tip for you. I hope you like this video. If you do, please subscribe, and I'll have more coming at you. So, Rover Dude out.